Well, hello, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How are y'all doing? Been a long time no see. Long time no see. What the freak is going on around in here? Um, I know y'all seen all the bull crap. I haven't much. I don't know. Lately, I've been taking breaks from the YouTube because I run in the Chitlin circuit a lot, and and over there it's just a bunch of, ooh, it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot, and I'm like, why do I continue to look at this shit? Like, my life ain't stressful enough, and these people who don't even know each other, like, literally, I mean, different type of thing than to take down nasty boy type thing. Like, this is a, like, people like really doing stuff to people they don't even know, like, have no clue. Like, these people ain't like putting their lives and showing that they beat people or starve people or brainwash people. None of that. Just what they assume of people, and then they take it and run with it, and then people calling people jobs and all the three-letter agencies in the goddamn world, like the FBI, the CIA, DSS, CPS, just name all the three letters, so the ATL, whatever, so the fuck. So I haven't been on here lately, but anyways, I know y'all, I've seen a little bit of uh, Nasty Boy. He's Mr. Bishop. He's still on his press run of the I changed. The 2-3 weeks in prison has changed me for the better type bullshit. Whoever falling for it, and then homegirl of the Sir Ma'am, which is Kaija. Yeah, so Sir Ma'am has absolutely jumped ship that quick. Can y'all imagine if she had actually was like in the compound with all the other cult followers, right? And she lived like there for however long. Like, if you can't take Mr. Bishop and Velvet, but for how long has it been? He ain't been out but a good week. Damn near only 7 days. And you jump ship that goddamn quick. Can you imagine if she actually came before he had went to jail and was actually around all the crazy shit? Can you imagine? She ain't stay long enough to get enough stories, right? He tried to say, oh, she'll be judged because she's lying. Oh, everybody lie on you, Mr. Bishop. To hear you tell it, everybody that leave lie on you. How is that? And how is it all their stories seem to match sometimes? Well, most of the time. They tell them in different ways, but the moral of the story always is, you want to be King Kong Ding Along. King Kong Ding Along. King Kong Ding Dong. Whatever. You know what the fuck I mean. You know? But so, Sir Ma'am jumped ship real quick, saying she can't deal with them. Well, honey, that goes to show all you young, impressionable people watching them thinking that's something to do. This is going to be great. Come on. Use your fucking brain. Obviously, it's not what you think it is. I don't know how much, she obviously don't have much discernment. She knew shit wasn't right before she went there. I wish I could talk to her. And I don't reach out to none of these people because I'll let their videos speak for themselves. I don't feel there's a reason for me to be trying to be Action 9 or Channel 9 News or, all that shit. But I wish I could talk to her because I want to hear her say she didn't have any type of feeling in her stomach that might not have been a good idea, because I bet you anything she had some idea that probably wasn't a good idea. Something in her told her not to go. And if it didn't, then that means she has no discernment whatsoever. So, either way it go, this story is not even really about Mr. Bishop. So, I told y'all I don't give a fuck what none of them people do, really. I don't care. This story is really about this lady, and I think everybody needs to be informed. And this is what I am most interested in. My people, the injustices that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, things like that. That shit is that's what moves my soul, okay? So, there's a video. Well, just let me tell you, you're gonna have to do some research because I have to get in the house. I'm literally almost home, and I have to get in the house, and because I have to start this job, and I got to hook up this equipment and all this stuff. But there's a judge. There's a judge by the name of Tracy Hunter, Cincinnati. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Cincinnati. This judge, basically was voted in. Okay, she did not have the Democratic party behind it, and I think she was a Democrat, but they did not endorse her. The Democratic Party did not endorse her. The Republicans, didn't endorse her. Nobody endorsed her. However, the people endorsed her. Basically, the people. She didn't need nobody backing her. The people, the voters. How she got into office was like they had to count. She had to get a lawyer because some votes were not counted. Well, after she got a lawyer and made them count those ballots, just like in Florida, where we probably should have a black governor if they'd have counted everything. But hey, you know how it goes. But hey, remember, voting don't matter. Anyways, what happened was the lady got a lawyer, and they made them count every single vote. She ended up winning by like 76 votes. So, yeah, votes don't matter though. Okay, I understand the bureaucracy and how it, I understand all the bullshit that's around it, but still, voting still matters. If we can get the right people in. If it's a bureaucrat or bought out person, of course it's not going to make a difference. But if we can get the right people in, and if the system works the way it's supposed to work, and then we do things to improve it for the better of everybody, but that's another story. Anyway, this story, I just want y'all to see this bullshit that has happened to this lady. The bullshit that's happened to this lady is fucking crazy. She got in, basically she was a judge in the juvenile circuit, and she changed a lot of things. She changed some things, like she would not allow kids to be handcuffed and shackled in her courtroom. She wouldn't allow, she wasn't trying to take juveniles and charge them with adult, as an adult like they try to do, trying to even the playing field and the fucked up ways that they do, especially black kids. They get them in there, and then next thing you know, the kid got a record before they even fucking turn 18 and can get a job. They already fucked over because of some little shit they done that if Timmy would have done, he wouldn't have never got charged for it. He'd have never seen the courtroom, and if he did, they'd have got it all throughout, because daddy knows somebody who knows somebody. And even if daddy didn't know somebody, they see him and they say, oh, he deserves a second chance. But Tyrone don't. You know what I'm saying? So she was doing shit to change this shit, so nobody liked her. Everybody, they wanted her out of there. They fucking charged this woman with something about a piece of what you call it? It wasn't like a sealed. It wasn't a sealed document. It was just like mishandling of something document. I forget what it was called. And they never produced this document. The secret document that she supposedly gave to her brother for a disciplinary hearing or something. But they could never produce this. Now, this trial has been going on for 4 years now, 5 years now. She's been fighting this shit because they wanted her out of there. They had to find some reason to get this black judge out of that seat. And what did they do? They figured out a way. They just found something. Bullshit, still ain't produced the paper. And now this lady is doing 6 months now. She just got charged and convicted, and now she's serving 6 months, mind you. 6 months. Now we got a president giving secrets and sharing secrets with Putin, and he ain't gonna see the inside of a goddamn jail. They done so much corrupt shit. His whole entire campaign, the people under him, everybody he's attached to is corrupt, and everybody know it. Everybody fucking know that. They know who the fuck he really is. Yet he'll never see the inside of a motherfucker. But this woman who doing right, because she does right, but she's black and they can't stand it. She's helping some black people get a second chance. Nothing any white person wouldn't do for a white kid. And she is now serving 6 fucking months. She's in jail. in jail. How many cops have killed unarmed black people and ain't served a goddamn hour? The damn same day that they kill them, they can go home to their goddamn family? The man who killed that, look, I forget the little, oh God, forgive me for, is it Laquan McDonald? No, that's the one that was shot in Chicago. The guy that killed, it's so many. The guy, the little young man that was killed by the white man who felt like he could tell them to turn their goddamn music down. He didn't go to jail that day. What about the man in Walgreens? The white man in Walgreens, was it Walgreens in Florida? Yeah, when Stand Your Ground was able to be used because this man's all up in his pregnant girlfriend's face or whatever, and this man's telling me, get the fuck away from my family because we have a right to be afraid for our goddamn lives, as you can see. But what happens there? He shoots and kills that black man. He shoots and kills that black man, and you know what he did? He didn't go to fucking jail. He went home. They let him go home. And in the same cases like this, where Stand Your Ground can be used for a black person, then they're not allowed to use Stand Your Ground. How the fuck does it, and so how does this make anybody feel any better about justice and being black and all this shit? And this right here, after I've heard this story, and I got to do some more research on this, but I just literally seen this, and I was so fucking taken back by this shit. I can't believe it. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie and say I can't believe it. Fuck, I can believe it. Because this is what they fucking do. This is what they do. Watch.
They left my child there and watched for 4 days.
New at 11, the mother of an 18-year-old found dead in Hamilton is hoping for answers. Brianne Hamlin was found in a wooded area.
Not that one. Why is it not playing this one? Here we go.
Enjoy summer clearance savings now during the Honda Summer Spectacular event at Flow Honda. Drive a new 2019 Honda CR-V LX, Kelly Blue Book's
Judge Tracy Hunter!
New at 11, growing demands to release former Judge Tracy Hunter from jail. You're looking at new video of a demonstration tonight outside the home of the judge who sentenced her to jail.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is the most recent development in a story that we've been covering closely for you all day.
Judge Patrick Dinkelhocker sentenced Hunter to 6 months. Now, she was convicted 5 years ago of illegally helping her brother, who was a juvenile court jailer, in a disciplinary hearing.
Chaos erupted in the courtroom.
Illegally helping the brother. Now you see how the news is reporting that shit. Now I'm like, I'm about to sound like Trump. Fake news. They ain't telling the whole story. Look it up.
After the judge read that sentence, you can see the scene here. Hunter appeared to go limp as she stood up from her seat there. A deputy removed her from the courtroom.
Hunter is in jail tonight. Hamilton County Sheriff Jim Neal says she is being housed in the medical facility at the Justice Center, where she will be constantly monitored by medical professionals. 9
on your side's Kristen Swilley joins us live right now from the jail with the latest developments. Kristen?
Yeah, good evening, guys. The supporters are...
Let's just see the supporters outside of the judge house who convicted her of 6 months.
That brought this quiet Green Township neighborhood to the front lines of the city's divide.
This is not where we want to be. We don't want to be doing this. We don't want to be out in front of Dinkelhacker's house.
Members of the NAACP, the Black United Front, and other activists were here for about an hour, and they say this is only the beginning.
For every day that she sits in that cage, for no reason whatsoever, there will be no peace.
State Senator Cecil Thomas has known Hunter for more than 20 years. He says her sentence will create long-term implications for the city.
We will be asking and encouraging not to spend any money for those coming to the festival. We are asking those who have the opportunity to cancel their reservations.
When the crowd cleared, a new one formed in front of Judge Dinkelhacker's home. He came out to thank them.
Now, you can tell the difference in the crowds, right? Can you tell the difference in the crowds? Can you tell the difference in the crowds?
and you guys
He came
do it
out
every day.
then. He
He
could
told
talk
me
to them.
he's very unhappy and surprised that people would come in and, quote, scare the living daylights out of his elderly neighbors while acknowledging it was their right to protest.
I'm very happy that you blessed me with being allowed to serve you as a judge. And
Yeah, so you see the difference in the two crowds, right? One, justice for Tracy Morgan. The second one in support of what this judge sentenced her to, right? And you seen the difference in what? The color too, right? Yeah, just something to think about. Like, really. Something to really think about. Something to really fucking think about. And I'll expunge on this stuff later. But I have got to get in the house and get this shit set up. So, I love y'all. Holla at you later. Holla if you hear me.